Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Moon Scarab channel. My name is Ramon, and today I have a special guest with me, Miss Tarot D. Welcome, Miss Tarot D.
My dear, how are you?
It's great
You-
to see you. Thank you, everybody, for being here. This is a show that I actually didn't have planned to do today. I prepared an intro, I had a backdrop, and it's a theme that I was contemplating to do a show one day, but Miss Charlie was live at Bill's channel, and I had to use this opportunity to interact with her. And this was like very last minute, and Spirit brought us together to talk about this topic. Welcome,
and
Miss Charlie. It's great to see you. How you
it's
been?
oh my God, it's always great to see you.
Thank.
I've been really, blessed. A lot of fun stuff is happening, and a lot of great stuff is happening, and I'm just so happy to be alive. And you know,
Mm-hmm.
I had a. I want to thank Cosmic for helping me out in Bill's the last live with Bill. He was there, and
Mm-hmm.
hi Heather, hi Sandy, hi everyone, hi
Yes.
home.
Let's say. Mm-hmm. Let's say hi to a few people, and we have Heather. She says, "Hey, Miss Harold D." She forgot about me. Hello, hi Heather. We talked earlier. It's great to see you, Heather. I'm looking forward to have you live again. We miss you. Cosmic, great to see you. We were talking. What a beautiful voice you have. Um, on the previous show, Miss Harold D was. She had a wonderful show with Bill, in which they were coloring the Empress card. Um, Bill's channel is fantastic. Like I love his creativity. I love his train of thought in a lot of topics, and you know, um, he's been inviting guests to his channel with exploring different cars and painting together. And today was a special day. There was a big turnout. A lot of people came to see you because they we love you, and we were looking forward to see you live. Every time you come live is an event. That's why I had to like have you today last minute.
And I'm glad you did because I was getting a little jealous. I have to say, Ramon,
Why?
because I see that you go on everybody else's channel. I think you have something coming up on the fifth with some other people,
Listen,
and I'm like,
you've been to my channel and you say you're jealous, but you haven't invited me to yours actually. It got froze.
you froze because you know why? Because the devil is a liar. Because see, the devil is a liar. Because I
No
invited
way.
you, and we have something special that's coming up. But you asked that I wait because there's still some more work you want to put into it. But see, I did invite you. Uh-huh. Here we are. Where do you go? See? All right. Well, while we're waiting for him, it was a lovely, lovely show. It was we that Bill is such an interesting person. I mean, he was taking me down so many rabbit holes. After a while, I had to kind of just, fish him back in because he could really take you there. But it was so creative, the conversation, and very different than what we usually talk about. And he is just a kind, kind soul. I mean, he kept me going for 2 hours. I haven't had a man keep me going for 2 hours in a very long time. He kept me going for 2 hours. Um, but let's see. Okay, so here's what happened. Ramon didn't pay his light bill, so his YouTube went out. You know, he spends all his money on tarot decks. You would think he would pay a bill once in a while. So I'm going to just say hi. Let's see. So, Celine, Essence of the Moon, Anna, Heather, we said hi. Dawn, how are you, Dawn? Oh my God, look, Purple Elephant, Deb. Girl, what are you doing up this late? Your ass should be in bed. but I'm glad you're here because I love you and I miss you. And I enjoyed our conversation the other day, by the way. Um, and then how do we say this? Amber, get it? I just the shift it just shifted and I lost it. Ginger, nice to see you. Shaw woman, always. Um, oh God, he's back. He's
I'm back.
he will not stop stalking me. He's oh God,
Oh,
you.
oh, I'm
I
telling
was
you, don't mess up with Miss Tarot D because she'll wave your wand and you'll freeze. And it happened to Heather a long time ago. That's how it all started. It happened with Bill tonight, and now me too. So yeah, I gotta shut my mouth. I had to be nicer with you.
well. Heather said that if you stop buying tarot decks and pay your light bill, that maybe your YouTube wouldn't go out as much.
No, it's not that. I have this
That's
crappy
what Heather
camera
said.
that I don't know what it is. It's something with the connection with the camera. It's not the internet actually. It's the connection with this camera. Um, yeah. So no shade tonight. uh, yeah. So Heather, great to see you. Cosmic, thank you for stopping by. Who else do we have? We have Sandy Johnson. Hello, Sandy. Thank you for being here. We have the beautiful Elizabeth, the more intuitive me. Elizabeth is going to be a guest at In Orbit with on the 16th. I'm looking
Mhm,
forward to chat with her. I have her on the 16th, and on May 6th, I have Selena
mhm,
from Moon Essence. I'm
mhm,
looking forward to chat with
mhm.
both of them. We
Yes,
have
and
Joanne Miranda. Joanne,
mhm.
thank you for stopping by. Great to see
You see
you.
how quickly he just moved on.
What?
We were just having
All
a
right.
conversation how I don't get invited. He's like, "Oh well." Meanwhile,
No, no, no.
he's got all these
No.
people. It's okay.
I'll just pose the question. When was the last time you invited me to your channel? I'll just leave it there.
About 3 weeks ago, and we had this whole conversation.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. But we went
Uh,
over
uh,
that.
you put me on standby. You put me on standby. I'm on that list. I'm on the Ramon list. And every time I speak to him, I keep going further and further and further
No,
to the
that's not
bottom
true.
of the list.
That's not true.
And he
We text each other every day. What are you talking about? All right. Let's move on. We have Homegrown Oddities Official. Great to see you. You made it to a live. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much for being here. Um, yes, we have Elizabeth, Dawn Turner. Hello, Dawn. Hello to both of you and everyone in the chat. You're watching us from Canada, I'm assuming. Thank you very much for being here. We have Shawoman. Great to see you. It's great to see so many awesome people. We have Anna. Anna, great to see you as well. Thank you very much. We have Jessica Lynn. Hi,
mm-hmm.
Jessica.
Hi,
Blessings to
Jessica.
you. We have Amber Geddon. That's a nice name.
That is a
Sounds
very
like,
nice.
yeah, like Amber and Armageddon. Ambergeddon. Love it.
Yeah, I was
Good
trying to
evening,
pronounce
every
it earlier.
uh-huh. Good evening, everyone. I'm so blessed to make it here tonight. Yes, and we're blessed to have you here. Thank you very much. We have Selena, Essence of the Moon. We were just talking about you. You're going to be my next guest on the 6th on In Orbit with, and I'm so looking forward to it. One of our new faces in the community, and I'm so looking forward to chat with you. Um, who else do we have?
Dex?
Uh,
Dex?
Don,
Taurus?
Don Turner. Hello, Don. Purple Elephant Deb. Hello. Thank you for being here. I'm honored to have you here. I love your. I watch all of your videos. Such a fan.
Yes.
Um, who else? I think I saw Ginger Faye. Hello, Ginger. And who else? Marilyn's Tarot Take. Hello, Marilyn. Dextrose. Love that name.
Right? There's a
Uh
lot of new
huh.
names, people I've never seen
Yeah.
before.
Winds
Uh,
of Reflection. Hello,
welcome,
Miss
everybody.
Tarot D. Yes. We're simulcasting on both channels. Mm, yeah. There's a lot of people. List is long. All right. So today's topic, we're going to talk about angels and spirit guides. And, we here in the community, we had different degrees of beliefs in terms of divination and also in the spiritual realm. But most of us agree that there is forces or presence around us. You know,
Hmm.
you call this spirit guides, um, who takes us by the hand or opens paths for us. Um, Angels, God or gods or divinities, but we all agree that there are forces external to us that uh, light our way in moments that we face crossroads, insecurities, protections, and I think at one point or another we had experiences related to the angelic realm or the spiritual realm. Would you agree, Mr. Aldi?
Oh, totally, totally. You know, I mean, whenever I do before any kind of ritual, I always speak to our spirit guides, ancestors, and angels. So uh,
Definitely.
mm, that is how,
And
like you said, we're all connected, and whatever our spiritual belief is, I think through the spirit world is how we all find each other and connect with each
mhm, yeah, definitely. And there are names for many angels, but
other.
I
Hmm.
think that we don't have to be limited to X amount of angels from like certain religion or certain philosophical or religious belief. We have our own connection and our own presence, and uh, it's a very personal experience. And we actually there is one angel here. Early ritual, looking for an angel. Well, he has arrived. Hello,
Aw.
Tom.
Hi, Tom, my dear. How are you, baby?
Great to see you. And so tonight we wanted to do readings inspired in that topic. If anyone has a question, you would like a reading, just put your question in the chat, and we'll be using several divination tools. I'll be using Influence of the Angel Tarot. I love this deck. I actually have two copies because it's so beautiful. Um, I have an oracle called Angel's Wisdom Oracle deck. Beautiful deck as well. I'll be using an Angel Lenormand that I have. When I combine divination tools, I like to have sort of like the same topic, using all of them. And I might do some bibliomancy using dice. And this book, which I love, is called the Angel's Numbers book. And it goes from zero all the way to 999. What I do is I toss these dice for people who have a question and I get a message. So I'll be
Beautiful.
using a combination of those things. What will you be using, Mr. LD?
So I was sitting here and I was just deciding because I brought so much, but then some of it wasn't speaking to me anymore. So I'm just going to really just stay with uh, the Angels and Ancestors Oracle deck, one of my favorites. So I really feel I want to get more in tune with our ancestors and their messages for us.
Mm-hmm.
And the Cosmic Journey Oracle deck,
Okay.
uh, which is more about spirits and vibrations speaking to us.
Okay.
Sets. I didn't bring my dice. I should have brought my jacks.
Mm-hmm. All right. I'm going through some questions here. Let's see.
I love when Ramon
Let's see.
concentrates. It's really serious.
This first swamp is here. Yeah, we have like 30 people in chat between both channels.
Wow.
Oh, we have Alexis. Hello, Alexis. Great to see you.
Lexi.
Um, I'm still. Let's see. I'm gonna highlight this comment. See some. All right, I have a few questions here highlighted. Um, and in the meantime, let's see. Yeah.
Hmm.
All right. Okay, so I highlighted a few questions. I have 6 questions so far. Um, but before we get started, I would like to do a invocation of angels and spirit guides to be able to clear the space, to be receptive to messages, to be able for us to open our hearts and minds to messages and guidance that we might need. So let me read it. Invocation to the angels and spirit guides, radiant guardians of light, angels of compassion, and spirit guides who walk beside me in silence and grace. I call upon your sacred presence now. Wrap me in the mantle of your divine protection. Let your wings shield me from harm, and your whispers lead me through the shadows. Illuminate the path before me with clarity and wisdom. May your love surround me like a halo, dissolving fear and restoring peace to every corner of my soul. Wise guides of the unseen realms, those who know my soul's purpose and remember my forgotten truths, I open my heart to your counsel. Speak to me through signs, dreams, and quiet nudge, that I may walk my journey with courage and purpose. Help me to trust what I feel, to see beyond the veil, and to honor the sacred thread that connects me to the divine. With reverence and gratitude, I welcome your presence and walk forward in your light. Amen.
Ooh, beautiful. Did you write that?
I did. Yes,
You're
I did.
you're you are so
With
amazing.
with an open heart, and it's because I really believe in it. I when I was a child, I had an experience. I'll share it later throughout the show. It was a life-saving experience, not only for me but for my family.
Hmm.
And I believe it was the presence of angels.
I
So,
believe it. Hmm.
mhm. um, yeah, let's get started with some of the readings, and that when some point we'll make a pause, and if you want to share a story, if you have one, I'll share mine, and we'll take it from there. Okay.
Sure.
All
Whatever
right.
works.
Mhm. So we have. I highlighted the questions. I'll be reading them in random order. Uh, our first question is: will my husband get a job in the field of work? The field of work he is trying to get, or should he try something different? Hmm. Let's see. And if you're ready, Mr. Harody, you can start. But in the meantime, I'm going to ship some cards as well.
Sandy, thank you for letting me read for you. So first, I pulled a card um, from the Cosmic Journey, and it's how can this be a wonderful win-win? And Spirit is telling me that he's definitely going to find a job. However, it might not be in the exact field of work that he's been used to. It's going to be something similar but different. Does that make sense? Um, so he might need to pivot a little and change and open his options to what he is looking for or what he would like to do next. because the next job he's going to have is going to be, like the card says, a win-win for him and for the next employers for the company. And because it has this possibility of really being positive for both parties. Your husband and the company is going to do much, much better for it. The other card was the Water Guardian, okay? And connect to your emotions. So the Water Guardian is an angel, obviously. She protects us, but her main job is to really help us connect with our emotions, with our feelings, getting tuned. And at this point, she's with your husband to help him from going down that road of negativity. This this makes sense for you. I almost see him falling into a little bit of a depression or a little sadness because things might not be happening as quickly as he wants. And what this spirit is doing is wrapping themselves, their wings around him to kind of keep him uplifted and protect his emotions so that he doesn't self sabotage. Because when we get into the stinking thinking, we then self sabotage. I'm not good enough. I'm not of value. I'm too old. Nobody wants me. Nobody this, nobody that. And once we get into that mind frame, no matter what possibilities come our way, we just tend to ruin them, almost like a self fulfilled prophecy. So those were the two cards that I pulled for your question, and I hope they make sense. And blessings to your husband, and hope he really gets this job that's going to be beneficial for him and the whole family. Thank you.
Yes, beautiful. And I got a similar message as well. I pulled several cards. One of them was a jumper also. The first card I pulled was the Two of Cups in reverse. And what I get from this is that he will definitely get a job, but it will be in a totally different field than the one he is right now. Why do I get this? Because there's a card that in reverse, one of the meanings I associated with separation. But I don't need see it in a negative way. It's more that it's a partition, a departure from the path that he's been into
Mm-hmm.
something different. Um, but then at the same time, I feel there is a heavy negative, a heavy energy that's going to be associated with this process, and there's might be a sense of despair, of anxiety, and spirit guides are giving you a warning to be able to be of support to your husband. Why do I say that? Because the second card I pulled from the Angel Oracle is calm. And the message here is I'm surrounded by the energy of calm, peace, and positivity. The angels remind you that calmness comes from the determination to live ever happily in the present moment, relinquishing the past and not worrying about the future, but placing our lives firmly in the Creator's hands. Um, and
Mm-hmm.
it's a beautiful message, and you don't necessarily have to believe in a creator. What I see is the creator of your own path. um Believing in those goals, those aspirations that you have, and following your gut. Believe towards the end, but remain calm in the process, because it's you will always have the support of the spiritual realm, and you're there also to support him as well.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Mm-hmm.
Third card I pull is also an oracle, and it says, I welcome. And it says,
Mm-hmm.
I embrace life as it comes, trusting each step in my path to fulfillment. I flow with ease, welcoming all experiences, even the challenging ones, knowing they serve my highest good. Everything unfolds for my greater benefit. It says it right there. Uh,
Yeah.
I pulled a Lenormand card and two jumped out. And the first one that I pulled was the whip, and the whip talks about, as what I get is there's going to be a hard moment. It's maybe, our mind is whipping us in that sense of insecurity. You shouldn't have done this, looking at the past. But again, this is what impulse us sometimes to be able to get out of our comfort zone and explore something new. Again, you are there to support him and be that rock, to be able that he could stand firm with, to be able to go forward. Last card I pulled, the one that was a jumper with the whip, is actually the sun. So at the end, it's going to be a very positive outcome. Might be a difficult process at first, but you're there to support you. Your spirit guides, your angels will walk you by the hand, and there will clear a path. In this moment of crossroads, just be trustful that everything will unfold in a positive way. That's what I got for you. All right. Hope this resonated with you. All right. Are we ready for the next one?
Yes, please. By the way,
All right.
welcome Flowings, Winds of Reflection. Welcome who if we missed anyone. Flowing has been away for a while. We're glad you're back. Oh, she's still in rehab. Sending healing prayers your way, Flowing.
Hmm. Yeah, we're sending you positive vibes, flowing. All
You
right.
were missed. We missed you.
You are. All right. We have a question from Amber Geddon. Amber Geddon, please let us know that you're here. The question is, it says, I have a question. Are my guides reaching out to me through the repeating numbers I've been seeing? Hmm.
Mhm.
Yes, Amber Geddon is here.
Hmm. Yeah. Hmm.
All right. You ready?
Yes, please. Go ahead.
Okay.
I'll let you.
You can go ahead.
So, Amber Geddon, I don't know if this is the number that you keep seeing, but the number that keeps popping in my head is the number 3. So I don't know if that means anything to you. Um, however, the cards that I pulled is befriend, befriend your fear monster, and memento mori. There might not be a Sunday. Let me just show you these. it's like spirit is basically telling you, like, whatever is happening right now in your life, don't put it off anymore. Stop procrastinating, start making the move. Stop letting fear dictate to you what you really need to do. And it's interesting, maybe because the number three in tarot is all about expansion and growth. So what I'm hearing is basically, when I see the card like Memento Mori, it means there might not be a Sunday. Is, shit will get off the pot, girl, because you need to start doing this. Whatever you need to do to expand and to grow and to develop, you need to do it today. And stop being afraid of it. Stop being afraid of the change. Stop being afraid of the risks. Stop being afraid of the unknown. Okay. So befriend your fear monster. Okay. Take it, hold it, get it, and release it so that you can then move forward. And that number three that's in my head that keeps telling me expand and grow, because you might not get other opportunities for this. You might not get another chance. The third card that I pulled from the ancestors is the Peacekeeper. Okay. And let go of the need to be right. And there's that part of you, part of the reason what's making this challenge difficult is because you're kind of being stubborn about something. You're being stubborn. You think you know it all. You think you have all the answers, and you don't want to hear suggestions from other people. And that's kind of why you're kind of stuck in this situation, you know? Because maybe you're a little afraid to admit that you don't know it all, that you could be wrong and somebody can be right. But all this to be said is, life is presenting you with some new opportunities that are becoming your way to help you grow and to help you grow. And you will recognize them when they appear. So it's up to you if you're going to take take the plunge, if you're going to move forward and you're going to take some risks, or you're just going to sit back and stay stagnant. But you need to start making peace with yourself and others, and start realizing that some people were only there to help you. And even though it doesn't agree with what you initially thought, well, take what is for you and leave for you. So I hope that makes sense.
Beautiful. So I have three cards for you, and the first card I got is the Ace of Swords. And this, what it's telling me, is the different modalities that the angels or your spirit guides are using to communicate with you. They're capturing your attention, but the real message behind here is that they're bringing for you new ideas, and more than anything, clarity to be able to cut off a lot of fog and unnecessary things in your life. So they're trying to bring a new perspective into your life, clarity, and new beginning in the way to see life in a different perspective. So that's what I got in with this first card. The second card is actually related to this. And as I mentioned before, with the sword cutting all away things that are unnecessary, the second card is called precisely that, declutter. And the message here is, I'm surrounded only but what I need and love. The angels want you to know the best way to declutter your home, your workspace, your life is to take things one small step at a time.
Mm.
Combined small steps with combined small steps will lead to big improvements that will be easier to maintain over the long run. You know, it's a lot of things, a lot of times the more you have this can translate in the physical sense, in the mental sense. The more we think we know, the more we think we have, is the more insecure that we get, right? The more of things that we really don't need. So the idea here is to clear everything that you're from your life that isn't necessary. Don't rely on crutch. Don't use as crutches things that you really don't need in your life. But here is to free your mind from that mental declutter here, to be able to open a new perspective into your life. And that's what these messages for the angels that they're capturing your attention is. Uh, what they're trying to bring is a new beginning into your life, in the mental sense, in the emotional, and clear your path for new beginnings. But this takes a lot of strength to be able to go into that process, be receptive, and admit and do that process of clearing. What do I say that I got the bear, and the bear in Lenormand is about strength, it's about authority, and it's taking that dominion in your life. So continue to be receptive to the messages from the angels. What they want is for you to cut from your life everything that's unnecessary. But we have to take that step to be able to recognize, admit, and welcome that process of letting go and move forward. So that's what I got for you.
That's
All right.
beautiful.
Okay. Let's
Beautiful.
see. We have uh next question. We have Indigo Jaguar. I will love a spirit guide reading, please. And it's an honor to read for you, Heather.
Mm-hmm. Well, if I ever read that, or if I have, it's been a very, very long time.
I did once. And it's hard sometimes to read for a friend, but at the same time, when you're connected with spirit, that message comes through, and it's really powerful, not only for the person but also for yourself. I read for
Mm-hmm.
Heather once, and the message I got for her, this was a while ago, was also applicable in my life. So it was a very profound experience for me. Hmm.
She's gonna love this one.
I like this card.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
You ready?
Mm.
I got my card, so I'm gonna start. This is
Yes,
this
please.
came through like really easily. And I feel it's connected with this process that you're going through right now, Heather. That you left a place that you called home for a long time, going to this a new journey, starting new. And I pulled three cards for you, and they're related with this process, and it's the outcome and the process that you're going right now. First card I pulled is the Four of Wands, and this is a beautiful card of establishment, of harmony, of community, of home more than anything. Yeah, and it the vibe from this message is happiness. Four is a number that it creates that sense of security and stability. So I feel that this process that you decided to take, this new change of scenery, is going to be really positive. It's going to bring a lot of a big sense of stability to your life, a lot of harmony. Love has always been there. The sense of home has always been there. What changes, it's a new energy, it's a new environment, and this is going to bring a lot of stability into your life. uh, emotional, the sense, a big sense of will of starting new things, and that's what I get from this card. So this process is going to bring a lot of great things. Second card I pulled is an oracle card, and it's called the Inner Alchemist. It says, like the alchemist, I hold the power to create a life of joy and harmony. Through positive thoughts, words, and actions, I manifest my own light. I understand that by using my inner magic of intention, I can transform myself. As an alchemist turns lead into gold, I create happiness within. So this is so powerful because it's not just moving to a new space, right? A new energy surrounding you, but it's also what is that we output, right? We manifest what what we believe, what we create the world around us based on how we bring out, those thoughts and those ideas. So the invitation here is to transform experiences from the past, things, those moments that we start to wonder, what if I should have done this, maybe I should have done that. That's stayed in the past. There's a new fresh start that you deserve, and the invitation here is to focus it towards positivity, towards intention, and giving yourself the opportunity to start anew, because you deserve happiness, you deserve a fresh start, you deserve peace. Time is finite, and this is your moment to be able to manifest something new and beautiful. Third card I pull for you is also an oracle, and it says letting go. And the message here is, I let go of what no longer serves me to make space for new beginnings. You need to let go to make room for new things in your life, or you must let go to give someone else the space they need to grow. There's people from the past, experiences and everything. Let go because holding on is too painful. The angels remind you, letting go is not always easy, but it's always worth it. So this says it all. There's an opportunity for you. The past stay in the past. This is your time and your opportunity to create and manifest a new you, because you deserve it. That's what I got for you.
Mm, 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 mm. My God, my God. As my old pastor would say, there's some church going on in here tonight. Wow. Heather, Heather, Heather. Really interesting because the first two ancestor cards I got was autumn, and the second one was winter. Um, so release the old and rest. Release the old and rest. And I know you love these crows. And the winter, take care of your needs. And it's the wolf card. And basically, it's confirmation to what Ramon was saying. This whole new move, well, it's a physical transition. You're going to go through, you're going to need to go through a change of mental mentality and heart, because you're going to be holding on to some of the oldness, to some of the negativity. And I'm gonna read it how I see it. It's probably not going to be until the fall that you're finally going to get to that point where you're going to say, I need to let this shit go. I've carried it enough with me. It's not serving me anymore. It's causing me harm. I need to just let this shit go. I need to forget about those people. I need to forget about those issues, like whatever it is. Release it. Release it back to the universe. Throw it out there. Whoever wants to pick up your garbage, let them pick up your garbage. You don't need that anymore. And allow yourself the opportunity to rest. You're going through a lot. You've been going through a lot of suffering, going through a lot of trauma, then going through a lot with the move and relocating. Now you're going to go through a lot with finding a new place, setting your home, creating your home, finding new friends. That is of itself also tiring for the spirit and the soul. So by winter, you're going to finally get to that place of hibernation where you're going to be able to say, I need to take care of me now. I need to take care of me. Once you're able to do this, okay, once you're able to do this, ah, I love the look, and I love these colors because they make me feel spring and joy. Look at the colors in this card. It almost feels like we had fall, winter, spring. And I'm going to tell you what it says because it's blurry. Deliver your greatest gifts to the world. Deliver your greatest gifts to the world. I feel that by the springtime, you're going to be able to really do something powerful with whichever gifts you choose to share with the world. Because I know you're gifted in so many areas, right? You have your tarot readings, your oracle readings, and you have your painting. I know you. One of your gifts is to be there for others. I almost see you towards the spring bringing your gifts to others, and you kind of mentioned this. Something that you want to do is maybe teach art to others, right? Like maybe volunteering and doing art there. I really see that as a very strong possibility by next spring. Next spring. But however, you can't be there for anybody else until you've done your own work, until you've let go of a lot of that stuff and that negativity and put that away. So now you have room within your soul to be there for them. So Hector, my love, Heather, my love, I hope that resonates. And I hope it inspires. That's the biggest one.
Mhm.
Inspires.
Definitely. And I want to acknowledge also that she shared with us. Unfortunately, on Monday, she's letting go. She's saying goodbye to Ziva, her cat, and, you know, we're sending you strength through this process. I personally haven't been through this process. I just can't imagine uh,
Um,
the day that I have to go through that because that's part of the caring of of your pet. It's you know giving them an easy transition out of pain. I'm telling you, the day that happens to me, I'm just gonna be a total mess. And my niece recently went through that, and I know it's a painful process. But I'm sending you positivity. I'm sending you love. You have to think that it's your cat lived a very long life, so it was a happy life. It was You were both blessed to have each other, and and I'm sure you bonded and you learned from each other, and it's unfortunately it's the moment to transition, but you did everything that you could with love.
mhm,
So
yeah,
I we send you positivity, the whole community through this process, and always wish you the best.
yeah.
All right. So
That
ready
is the way.
for
Whew.
Mhm. I mean, I have two chihuahuas, and my oldest one, she's going to be 14 this year. She's still healthy. She's starting to lose a little bit her sight, but in terms like health in general, she's just like a puppy. Always try to give her the best food, no junk treats. Always giving her since she was a puppy baby carrots as a treat. That's the only
Mhm.
treat I give them. She loves them. They love them, both of them. get them probiotics. I take better care of them than myself, you know. But you know, trying to it's not only living many years, but also the years that they live that
Quality,
for them to
quality.
be healthy quality.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely. All right. So let's see. We have a question from Don Turner. I have reconnected with an old friend. He is younger than I am, but we connect. Is this heading is this heading for a relationship type of thing? Hmm. Are you still here, Don? Please let us know. He is younger than I, but we connect. Doesn't matter if he's younger than you or not. If the connection, if it's there, it's there. You know. And if it's heading for a relationship type of thing, if it's becoming developing into something more serious, more formal, that's really up to you. But let's see what the cards say. Just let us know if you're here. Miss Haroldie, is we are at 52 minutes. Are you okay?
Yes. Dear. Thank you. Thank you for
Okay. Dawn
taking care.
changed her question, I believe. Okay, let's see. Ignore my personal question. Okay. I would rather hear if my spirit guides have a message for me. All right. I feel that question better.
What is going on? It's amazing.
What message does the spirit guides have for Dawn?
Yes. Isn't it amazing? Like, no matter how many cards you have and how much you shuffle, the same card keeps popping up over and over.
It happens. It's happened to me many times, and I wonder: am I shuffling wrong? Am I doing no? But
It's the
I
message.
go
It's
back to
what
yeah,
needs to
the
be said.
message. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Sometimes I get that insistent message. You know, this is it. Sometimes we don't want to accept it. You know, we don't get sometimes the
Mhm.
cards that we get, but that's how it is. You know, we just have to be brave, be receptive, and and go with it.
Whew. Okay. This might actually be related to your previous question. Hmm.
Hmm. Getting something too. You want to start?
Yeah, just hmm, okay. So it's definitely a question. The, Dawn, you definitely have a very strong relationship with your spirit, guide, correct? Very powerful. You speak to them, they speak to you. When they speak to you, you know it's done. You don't doubt the voice that you hear in your ear, in your head, whatever. Okay? First things first. The reason why I say that is because if you look at this card, it looks like a spirit guide. Um, and if oh wait, he's here. Bobby's here, right? Correct. Bobby always talks about Hermes, who gives the messages, and this card is definitely looks like a Hermes, and he looks like a spirit guide, and it says the activated ally. So that's why I said, and I know with confidence that you have this very, very strong relationship. And Bobby would always get all happy when he would see Hermes and say, yes, yes, he's the communicator. He has messages to tell you. He's got to tell you something. And the way Bobby describes Hermes, it's almost like an ADHD kid who will not stop bugging you until they get what they need to say out. So your spirit guide is like that. Your spirit guide bugs you, bugs you, bugs you until they finally tell you what they want to say and you listen. And the message that they're trying to tell you, and this is why I said it could be connected to the other one, is protection, guardian, which says to drop your shields, and spring, see the seeds grow. And this is why I think it might have a kind of connection to your previous question, where the energy between you and the other person is that before anything can grow with that, before the seed can grow, whatever inhibitions you have, whatever walls you put on, because sometimes we're like, yes, 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 we want something, but yet it's one of these, you push and pull, because we still hold up our little shields, our little walls, because you've been hurt. You've been hurt in the past, and you don't want to go down that road again, but yet you're curious to see what's down that road. You're being very curious. You want to know, but yet you're hurt. So your spirit ally is basically saying, girl, drop that shield. Let other people in. Let that other person in. And at least explore it. Explore the energy. And this could be either a romantic connection or it could just be a friendship connection. However, however, it's something, and this is why I said this card came up in an earlier reading. It's going to be beneficial for the both of you. This connection between you and this other person is a win-win for the both of you. It's something beneficial. So it doesn't always, so like I don't know if it's going to be a love match, a twin flames, or if it's just a really beautiful friendship or partnership, or who knows. For all I know, this person's 90 years old and you just want to know, should you take care of that person? Whatever the connection is between you and this person, it's going to be a win-win. You're both going to get love and positivity. I hope this made sense.
That is amazing. That was beautiful. And I got a similar message as well. I pulled four cards for you, and Miss Haroldy was talking about letting down your guard, experiences from the past. And I got the Ten of Swords. And the Ten of Swords talks about the closure of a cycle. But what gets to me here is, you see a person that has been wounded by a lot of swords, possibly experiences from the past. But at the same time, this person just surrendered, right? So the message here is to surrender to the pain, let go of your guard, let this be a new cycle and a new opportunity. Just get rid of anything that from the past and open yourself to new experiences. Allow yourself to be vulnerable and receptive. Don't let the experiences from the past define you. Second card I got for you is the Eight of Cups. And traditionally, this is a person that's walking away from a cups, right? It's taking a new path. And that's exactly the message here in this card is walking away is from but walking away from emotional situations, from a lot of like delusions, uh retreating, right? So the message here is walking away from those experiences from the past, but also towards a new path of something positive, a new experiences. It's letting go, but at the same time, opening a new path for yourself. Third card I got is an oracle card, and that's exactly what it says as well. It says, let go. And the message here is, I let go of things that I've outgrown. The angels suggest that you let go of any dead weight in your toxic of any dead weight in your life, whether it was a toxic relationship, a job that no longer fulfills you, or simply some negative thinking patterns. This will make space for positive new things to come into your life. Like Mr. Aldi was saying, is letting down your guard and being open to new receptive, being receptive to new opportunities and new experiences. And here, that's exactly the message that it says. It's letting go and opening up to something new. And the fourth card says, all that is. And the message here is,
Mm,
I recognize the love that flows through all life, seeing every part of the universe as an expression of this divine force. I am aware of the divine presence in everything. With an open heart, I embrace the magic and beauty of all that is, knowing that I am part of this magnificent whole. So, what I get from this message is no longer, I mean, doesn't matter the the configuration of this relationship, how it turns out at the end, if it's a romantic relationship, a just a friendship connection, everything that's going to come from it, it's going to be something positive. It's going to be based in love, and you don't have to rely on someone to be able to find and surround yourself by love. Love is everywhere, in the divine, in friends around us, in the people we choose to share with. If it works out or not, just rest assured that you're not going to be short of love. You're always going to have the support and love from the universe. But you need to let go of things, let down your guard, be receptive, and jump into it without any expectations. Just let things flow, but know that at the end it's going to bring a lot into your life. That's what I got for you.
mm. And she said,
Beautiful
"Thank
cards.
you." Very. Thank you so much. Absolutely resonates and has given me some things to settle in. Did I read that right?
Let me see.
Okay. So we have Judith. She wants to know if she can get
Mhm.
on the list. And we have Hector Rico Sante Designs wants to know if we could do a reading for him.
Yes.
Uh,
Can you start it? Can you see the comment and start it? If
I
you see
don't know.
questions, you can star them. It'll go
Yeah.
into the start list.
So, and I think who's it? I can't see that well, so I need your help.
I have in my list
Yes.
Aquarius Tarot Adventure.
And
I
then
have
Essence.
Dextrose,
Hmm.
Purple Elephant Deb.
So we
Let's
did
see.
that
Can I
one.
get a
Essence. Did you do Essence?
let's see. Essence. My reading missed. Essence of the Moon. All right. I starred you. Where's Hector? Oh, has Hector Rico Sante Designs. To me,
And
please.
Judith. Did you
Okay.
find Judith? Did you find
S-
Judith? Sorry, I don't know if you heard me.
Judith. Let me see. If someone can timestamp Judith.
Uh, yeah, Judith. She wants a reading, but she didn't give us a question.
Okay. If you can
Judith, can
post
you
a
send
question.
yeah, Judith, can you please post a question so we could find the question and star it so we could get you
Mm-hmm.
on your list?
Yes.
And, uh,
Thank you. All right. We have Aquarius Tarot Adventures. We are 1 hour and 5 minutes into. Are you okay?
I'm
We'll
fine.
just
You
take.
know what?
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll stop the
We'll just
questions. We'll take Judith, but we have a couple more. So we have Hector. We have Essence of the Moon. We have Aquarius Tarot Adventure. We have Purple Elephant Deb, Dextrose. So we have a few people there.
yeah.
All right.
Well, we're quite popular, aren't we? There we
Okay.
go.
Aquarius Tarot Adventure. Can I get a message from Spirit? Thank you. All right. Please let us know that you're here, Aquarius Tarot Adventures.
She's here.
Okay.
My dear is here. She's so sweet. Okay.
All right. I'm ready. I'll pull three cards for you. And the overall message here is a theme of self love, moving forward and not being stuck into one place. The first card I got is the Chariot. And the Chariot precisely talks about that, right? It's about self control, it's about will. It's change and action, but it's action from your own will. For the message here from Spirit is an invitation to move forward, to have discipline, to acknowledge your journey, but taking care and loving yourself. Why do I say that? Because the second card I got is an oracle card and it talks about that appreciation. And it says, I am grateful for the abundance in my life. I focus on all that is wonderful. My worries lighten. With a full heart, I appreciate all I have. I accept what is as it is and choose contentment. I express my loving thanks to the universe uh, because the wealth is mine. The message here is projecting yourself towards positivity, being grateful for what you have, but at the same time, not just relishing on that, but taking action towards something new. Third card I got is self care. And the
Mm.
message here says, I love taking the time to understand my needs. The angels want you to remember that although dedication and hard work are crucial, you also need to pace yourself. Otherwise, you can stretch yourself too thin and burn out. That will be bad for your pursuits. So it's moving forward, but with calmness, with love, and more than anything, being grateful for what you have, but also always wanting more, but with wisdom, with positivity, looking forward, and knowing that the universe is there to guide you and protect you all the way through. That's what I got for you.
I don't have to say anything else. Ramon basically has all of my cards. The first card, believe it or not, is Earth Mother. Feel love and comfort. It's exactly what Ramon was talking about. Taking care of yourself, self love, pampering yourself, feeling love. And the reason why you need to do that, my dear, is because, and Ramon kept saying this word over and over and over and over. And I kept looking down at my card, hearing the word over and over universe. The universe has big plans for you. The universe needs you and wants you to fulfill your destiny as a cosmic change maker. Are you an activist? Are you someone that cannot stand to see somebody kicked down or to see injustice or to see children not being cared for? Because you are going to be called, and you already have been called, to help those in need, to help the marginalized. You are an activist. You are a change maker. You don't sit on your couch and wait for somebody else to do it. You do it. Whatever that means. If you got to make the phone call or send a letter, not all of us can get up and go protest and do this. Some of us can do little things, but whatever you physically can do, you do it. And the universe is calling you to do that because in doing that, that's how you feel fulfilled and rewarded. But at the same time, in doing all that work, you also have to remember to put your needs first and to take care of yourself. Okay? I'm seeing Mother Earth, and I want to know, is there something around you where you live in regards to a community garden or something to do with gardening or flowers and children? Because I'm getting this image in my head around you, children, and gardens. And I don't know what that all means, but you might. You, children, and gardens. So think about that or put that in your back pocket. And when it happens, just say, Miss Terry, tell me about those cucumbers. You know, tell me about those cucumbers. It was a garden. She was right. All right, my dear. Good luck with that.
Beautiful, beautiful. And thank you very much for the opportunity for reading for you, Aquarius. All right, let's go to the next person. We have Dextrose. Dextrose, please let us know that you're here. What do my guides want me to know? Can I get a dice roll? Right. Guess that'll be just me. Well, Dextrose asked for a dice roll, but if you want to pull a card as well, Mr. OD, you can.
No, no, I'll let you do your dice roll.
Okay. Okay, I got 541. Let's see what 541 comes up in this book. All right, so the message here, 541, just so you can see, I'm actually reading that one. 541 is called Double Back. And it says, review your choices. The decisions of yesterday are being brought up in present situations. Take a moment today and review the lessons and subsequent choices of the past and contemplate how they are affecting you. Ask yourself if there are any changes or alterations that you need to make. And
Mm,
what I'm getting from here is, it's breaking away from patterns, right? um just how these decisions, these patterns from the past are affecting your future, your present, right? It's just clearing behaviors that no longer serve you. It's taking a moment to pause and analyze if uh, they're serving you, right? Not because we're repeating always the same things. Sometimes we don't get the same results. You know, life is fluid, things change. Just there's an opportunity for you to pause and examine and trust in yourself in being able to explore new things, right? Just try some things new. Some things might not be working in your life right now, and the reason could be is that you're repeating patterns uh, that it's time to move away from. So the message here is open yourself to new things, uh, trust your intuition, and move towards something new to be able to get uh, new results in your life. That's what I got for you. All right. Thank you for the
very interesting.
opportunity, Dextrose. And we have Purple Elephant Deb. May I have a reading from my angels, please? Yes, you may.
Mm.
Are you still here, Deb? Right. We'll do the reading anyways, just in case someone wants to watch in playback.
Mm. He's here.
All right.
Oh, mm, amazing, amazing, amazing. Mhm, mhm.
Mm, beautiful. So,
Okay, my dear. So I don't need to make a disclaimer about medical advice, blah, 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 because Deb is a reader. She's a YouTube channel. She already knows what we do and what we do not know. But my dear Deb, the first card that came out is the Medicine Guardian. Be open to healing information. Open to healing information. The second card is the High Priest. Intent and create. And the last card is the Star Seed. Without putting all your business out there, woman, I think it seems like some things are going to take a turn for a different direction. And you're going to start getting a new way of taking care of self, of taking more power and control in your own healing journey. Um, and you are going to manifest that healing. Okay. Yeah, all that other stuff that's there helps, obviously. You know, you and I both travel the same road. But I think what's really going to be a game changer in this is that you're going to start getting some downloads, right? And those downloads are going to start helping you to see things from a different perspective and get you motivated towards ritual and healing and manifestation that are just going to really up your healing journey and everything else that's involved. So, and you and I can talk more offline about that. Okay. But yeah. Ramon.
yeah, I got a little bit emotional when you were reading, because it's so powerful. I got something very similar as well. And the first card I got is the Star. It's a beautiful card. This is a card that talks about renewal, about healing, about positivity, connecting with the divine, promises of rejuvenation, not only physical but also emotional. This is a card of healing, and it's a major arcana. It's not some
Mm-hmm.
a daily thing. This is a significant step that's coming into your life, and it's a promise of healing, of
Mm-hmm.
rejuvenation, of positivity, and clarity more than anything. So that's why I got emotional when Mr. Ali was reading, because it connected perfectly with this card. So there's a promise of love and new beginnings into your life. Second card I got was Oracle card, and it says a gift from life. And the message here is life offers me abundant proof of the universe's love every day. Angels are sent to guide me, bring me divine messages to help me navigate my journey. Whether through words spoken or written, I will listen closely, knowing each message is a sacred gift meant meant to strengthen my path in love and spirituality. This again is a message of guidance, communication. I am sure you're getting messages constantly from the divine realm about love, healing, and promises of a new beginning. And that's what it says here. So it's an acknowledgement and letting you know that your wishes, the wishes to the star, are being heard and you're getting responded. And the third card I got is rebirth. So again, along with the star is the promise of something new, a new beginning, rebirth. And the message here is I am in constant bloom. I am refreshed, rejuvenated, and reborn. You have entered a period of spiritual awakening and rebirth where you have the opportunity to align with your higher self and overarching principles that guide you. The angels say to be prepared to be the best you can be. And this is important because even though it's not in the physical sense, it's in the spiritual and the emotional. And that has a direct impact in the physical realm. Our way, how we perceive things, how our bodies respond. So the message here is there's a positivity. There is renewal. And it's an invitation to always maintain that connection with the divine and maintain positivity. Bringing all those things together are definitely gonna bring you towards that new path that is opening in front of you. That's what I got for you.
Yeah.
Thank you for letting us read for you.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
I love your channel, by the way. All right. I have uh Essence of the Moon. My reading missed a ways back. Did you have a question? I'm not sure. I started just in case.
Hmm.
Selena, please let us know if you would like a reading. And in the meantime, we will do Hector. Hector Rigosante Designs. Do me, please. That's what it says.
Hmm. Mm, mm, mm. Okay.
I'm ready.
So I have the Sage to be devoted and committed, the Heart Guardian, love and let yourself be loved. But then from the Cosmic, it's a similar message but worded differently. Ask wonderfully and receive graciously. So the common theme between these two cards is about you give, but are you able to receive? Are you able to let others give back to you? Because it's very easy for you to always be there for others, for always taking care of them. But sometimes it's not so easy for you to receive those blessings in return. So the sage is saying, be devoted to yourself and be committed to yourself. And that whatever you ask for, be open to receiving. And if you're going to put love out there, be open to receiving that love back. I hope that makes sense. If not, you and I can talk about it when we lay in bed tonight. Ramon?
Oh my God. All right. I pulled four cards for you. And the overall theme here is about uh, self belief and freeing yourself from sense of doubt that you might have sometimes. First card I pulled is the Two of Swords reversed,
Mm,
and this is a card that talks about uh, a sense of being hesitant, confusion, anxiety that we go through sometimes, right? Um, and it's that moment in which we face crossroads we face through every day, right? And most of the time, not being able to see a path clearly, right? Second card I pulled is the Four of Cups. And there's a card that talks about sometimes feeling unfulfilled, dissatisfied, maybe a sense of apathy from the rhythm of life, right? But the message here is whatever path you take, always trust in yourself, always believe in yourself. Why? Because the third card I pulled talks precisely about that, and it's self belief. And the message here is I am brave and I choose to be the architect of my life. The angels ask you to claim your power. This will lead you to fulfill your dreams and create the life, relationships, and abundance that you deserve and long for. When your self belief is strong and your faith is in your abilities, you are in a high state. You easily hear and follow your intuition. So, again, related to this, is following your intuition, following your gut, and freeing yourself sometimes from that veil of not being able to do through hesitation, through confusion. Know that you are being guided through the divine and that you are free. Release that veil that sometimes we get clogged into. And precisely that's the fourth card. The message here is I am free. And it says, the veil of ego lifts, revealing a new vision for my life. Focus on my inner growth. I listen to the voice of my heart and remain grounded in love. Free from fear, judgment, and duality, I step confidently towards inner peace. And it's interesting because it talks here about judgment and duality, right? And confusion. And that goes precisely with the first card, right? That duality of not knowing what to do, two paths, crossroads, right? The message here is always trust your gut, um, trust in your capabilities. You are loved definitely by this lady back over here, but also by the universe. Trust in yourself and know that everything, every decision that you have, as long as it's made with love, confidence, and following your gut, is always going to open up positive things for you. That's what I got for you.
wait, there's one more card that says you must give your husband a lot of money. Oh,
Oh, I got that too,
you
actually.
got that one?
Is the
Fine.
card of get
So
give
they
your
can,
husband your debit card.
yeah, so that he can buy more wigs.
Exactly.
Thank
All
you. I hope that helps, Hector.
right. All right.
Angel.
And I think that's it.
Who else is on our list?
I don't have anyone else. Think
Essence.
so, right? Unless you start any someone else.
Essence.
That's it.
Essence. Selena.
Essence. But it's Selena. Are you here?
Yeah, she said a question from her guides or guidance
Okay.
from spirit. If
Okay. Super. Let's pull cards for Selena.
I read it right, I think I read that right. Let me just double check. I think that's what she wrote. Spirit guide guidance. Mhm.
Okay. Could you highlight it? I think I have
Yes.
Hector highlighted.
Mm, never really good at these things. Now I feel the pressure. Can't see nothing. can't find it to highlight it, my dear, because I can't see any. They need to make the words bigger on these things. Okay, here, and then oh, I only have delete, put her in timeout, or ban her. So I don't think I better do any of those. So I think only you might be able to highlight it. But it's
Okay.
question from Spirit Guide, and it's 11:10 is her timestamp.
Okay. 11:10. Let me see if I can find it.
Mm.
Oh, yeah. Spirit guide guidance. Okay. Thank you.
Selena, my love, are you ready for me, honey? So the first two cards come from the Cosmic Journey. And the first card is you are perfectly imperfect. And that's very interesting because it almost are you going through a period of your life of self doubt and uncertainty. And you're being called to do something much, much more, but you're holding back because it's almost not self doubt, because I think you don't doubt yourself, but you just can't believe that it's you that's being called because you're like, well, but I haven't done this and I haven't done that and I haven't read all the books and I haven't done all this. So you're being called to manifest into a higher vibration being. But for some reason, you don't trust that because you feel like you haven't earned it yet or you're not ready yet. However, you are the hero of your own cosmic journey. And that being said, is that nobody can do that for you but yourself. Nobody can rescue you but you. You are your own hero or your own shiro, I have to say. You are the one who rescues you, and you've done it before. There was a situation in your life that was not a good, and you were the one who did the rescuing. Nobody rescued you. Nobody came and said, "Oh, damsel in distress, let me come in on my white horse and take you away." No, no, no. You were your own cowgirl. You had your own white horse, and you did what you needed to do for you, whatever that is. I don't, you know. But it's a reminder. It's a reminder that you've been down this before and you've done it, because when you sit there and you can't believe why you're being called to this next level, when you're seeing all these imperfections and this and that, it's a reminder that you've been down before and you've done it before. Okay, now here's where it's leading to, because you got that from the ancestors card, you have the summer card. Okay, bask in joy and light. Bask in joy. And what I love about this is you see the bee and you see the honeycomb. It also reminds me that by you growing and glowing, you will not only bask enjoying life, but life is going to be sweet as honey. It's going to be sweet as honey. Your next level of evolution, of vibration, of growth, you are going to be the queen bee, and life is going to be as sweet as honey because uh, you have the earth guardian protecting you, and it's asking you to stay rooted and grounded, rooted and grounded. So your next level is going to be roots and herbs, whatever that means to you. Roots and herbs. It's something. The words when I saw that Earth card guardian, that's all I kept thinking was roots and herbs. So whatever you're being called to your next level has to do with a lot of that. I don't know if it's apothecary, I don't know, potion, whatever, whatever. All I know is you're gonna make a salad. Maybe you're making a salad, but whatever it is, it's gonna be the best tasting salad you've ever had. Because whatever your next step is, you're gonna do very, very well. I hope that I'm not hoping it resonates. Girl, this resonates. I know it resonates. Spirit is telling me this resonates, and it's telling you this is what you needed to hear to confirm what you were already thinking.
I have
Ramon,
connect. Yes, I have a something very similar too. You were talking about queen bee. You were talking
muted.
about earth, herbs. You
You're
know that
muted.
sense of mud.
You're muted.
I'm muted.
Mhm.
Do you hear me?
Nope.
Weird. Hold on.
Uh-huh.
Do you hear me?
Better. Yes. And we all
Okay,
love to
that's
hear that
weird because
very
I
smooth.
weird because I
We
wasn't
love.
muted, but I'm glad. So I pulled a few cards, and there is a connection with the message that Miss Tarot D was saying. She was talking about uh the queen bee, talking about herbs and roots, that sense of earth, of growing your gifts, and precisely the first card I got is the Empress, and this is a card talks about that connection with earth, right? So it can clearly be that connection with what Miss Tarot D was saying, exploring new paths, new spiritual paths, but you know herbs, earthly, it's clearly right there. There's a card that talks also about nurture, about growth, and I see it also as growing your own spiritual gifts. So this is beauty, it's creativity, it's abundance, it's a very feminine and motherly figure. So the message here is to nurture your gifts. It's one of growth, of explore uh, new things, and here it's more in the physical realm. So it could be perfectly connected with what Miss Tarot D was saying. Beautiful card. You have to do this, but also always remain in the light. And that's the second card I got. It says precisely that: remain in the light. Stay calm and wise, moving forward with confidence, knowing that you will succeed. No matter what happens, remain in the light. By maintaining your faith and inner balance, you nurture your soul and become a strong representative of the light. And that's what
Mm,
we are. We're light workers. We represent that light, right? And that is, it's a big responsibility that we have to be able to share and bring the light with people. And the message here is to remain in the light, to maintain that balance and be able to nurture and grow those gifts, because you have like so much potential. And it's this is just the beginning of so many great things that you're going to do. And I feel it. You have to be patient. And precisely that's actually the third card. It talks about endurance, and the
mm,
message from the angels here is: I embrace patience and trust the process. Patience is a virtue that allows us to persevere. By trusting the journey, we cultivate endurance and resilience. The angels remind you that in order to succeed, you must learn how to control your impatience and wait until the right outcome you deserve comes along. It's not the outcome that you want, the one that you deserve, the ones that's going to bring growth for you, not only to you, but people around you. So trust the process. There is a beautiful and big path
Me, or
opening
did
for
the
you.
volume go out again?
Was that? Do you hear me?
Ruth, Ange, can you hear Ramon?
Can you guys hear me? You guys hear me? Yes. Okay. You can hear me. Miss Charlotte disappeared. Okay. Thank you for letting us know. Oh, hold on. She's back again.
Try again, Ramon.
Oh, you hear me?
Can't hear you.
Okay. They can hear me. All right. Let's see. Okay, so like I was saying in the previous message, in the message, there's a big path, a beautiful path opening for you. Just be patient, always remain in the light with positivity, and you have so many gifts, and we're just waiting to be able to share those with you. And I'm looking forward to talk to you on the 6th to get to learn a little bit more about that beautiful person that I know you are. Thank you for the opportunity for let us read for you. Miss Harold, um, can you hear me? Maybe not. All right. Say something, Miss Harold. Uh, all right. All right. I'm sorry we had that technical situation, but it was an honor to read for you guys. Thank you very much for the opportunity for sharing time with us. Your energy is beautiful, and it was an honor to share not only with all of you, but also with Miss Harold. I'm sure she will watch this on replay. Um, Always remain positive, connect with your spirit guides. There is protection for you. You're being guided and loved by the universe. Whatever form the higher self has for it, you feel it is God, angels, spirit guides. Know that you're not alone. There's always support for you coming from above and all around. Thank you very much again, and I'm looking forward to see you in a future show. Until then, love and blessings to all.
Mm,
Bye.
love you. Thank you all.